Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to our latest ribbon cutting here in the city of Westland. Today's a special day as we're going to cut the ribbon on Westland's newest business. This is Westland Bulk Foods and Smoothies, and joining me to my left are the owners, Al Halani and his wife, Faye. Welcome to the city of Westland.
Hi, Mr. Mayor. Thank you for having us here.
Well, you guys have a great location. This is actually their second location. They've been in business now for quite a while. Their first location is in Dearborn. This location here is actually, this is a great spot. You're right in our shop and dine district. You're right here in the shopping center. You have great neighbors here. You know, you've got Target, Bed Bath & Beyond, Five Below, Party City, Crunch Fitness, and now Westland Bulk Foods and Smoothies. So what made you choose this spot in the city of Westland?
I chose Westland for its robust business district and its central location to all the surrounding communities.
All right, well, we appreciate that. Faye, are you excited about the ribbon cutting today?
Very excited.
All right, so Al, what can we expect once we go inside for people when they come in the first time? What are they going to see?
They're going to see hundreds and hundreds of bins, Mr. Mayor, of candies, nuts, oils, seeds, smoothies, grind your own peanut butter, fresh bulk honey, so all of that and more.
All right, it sounds like it's healthy too.
It's a little bit of both.
All right, well, everyone loves bulk food and everybody loves smoothies, so this is going to be a great combination. So welcome to the city of Westland. We're so proud that you chose Westland for your second location, and we know you're going to do well here. So when you decide to open a business in the city of Westland, it's a big deal to us. We have a lot of people here today that are going to help us cut the ribbon, but they're also going to be your first customers here too as well, and we want you to do well. Joining me on behalf of the Westland City Council, to my right is our City Council President, Jim Godbout, and I saw our Councilman, Mike Londo, down there at the corner, and plus the Chamber of Commerce. They're here with us as well. Their President and CEO, Gretchen's with us, and a lot of people from her executive board, and a lot of people from the city of Westland. So, like I said, when you decide to open a business in the city of Westland, it's a big deal.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. I'm very happy to be here. I'm very excited to be a part of this community.
All right, well, let's cut the ribbon and go inside and take a look, all right?
All right.
Okay,
Yes.
We're going to count you down from 3.
All right.
3, 2, 1. Open for business. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. Thank you very, very much.
Congratulations.
We're here at the new Westland Bulk Foods and Smoothies, and I am enjoying this so much because it's such a great atmosphere here. They have retro ads on the walls. There are cute little lanes to go, Lollipop Lane, Sweet Street, and Bubblegum Boulevard, and there's everything here from ground spices. They have dried fruits. They have an assortment of candy. They have coffee, fresh ground peanut butter. Of course, they have smoothies. If you want to make soups and stews for the winter, they have all kinds of beans and lentils, different kinds of flours, dried nuts. It's really a fabulous place. And, you know, with Halloween coming up, with the holidays coming up, and Christmas, you can come in. Instead of having to buy huge packages of different candies, you can buy tons of little, 2 or 3 at a time. Very exciting. I used to have to go outside of the city for bulk foods, and here you have such a huge, wonderful assortment of things. I'm very excited that you're here. So tell us a little bit about first, the unusual things in a bulk food store, like the wonderful tea selection.
Our tea selection is amazing. We have a full line of teas, a whole wall of teas. We have teas that are for medicinal herbal purposes. We have teas like black teas and oolong teas, and those come in packages, or you can buy them by the pinch or the pound, which is our motto, by the pinch or the pound for all of our products.
Well, that's wonderful. I am a tea drinker, so I'll be here often. But I also love coffee. Tell us a little bit about your coffee, and it can be ground here.
Yes, absolutely. So our coffee, the brand that we carry is called Shul Coffee, which is roasted right here in Michigan. And at Bulk Foods, we try to carry as much as we can of local products. Shul Coffee is a local Michigan company, and it's roasted right here in Michigan. And we have flavors like Michigan Maple and Mackinac Island Fudge, along with just 100% Colombian coffee that you can roast right here to the specification of what you want, whether like an espresso type grind or more of a coarser grind for drip. But yeah, you can do that right here in the store.
Well, I'm very excited about that because I'm one of those people who believe Michigan products are wonderful, and shopping locally is important, to support the community. So let's talk a little bit about the chocolates that you have here.
Yeah, so we have tons and tons of chocolates. You know the old saying, and it says, everybody needs a little bit of chocolate once in a while to keep you happy.
Right.
Well, you can be happy here. We have all kinds of chocolates. We have sugar-free chocolates. We have sugar-free candies. And we focus a lot on the chocolate-covered nuts and cashews and almonds. We have so many different varieties of those, both in milk chocolate and dark chocolate.
I noticed that you had some like in the bulk food where you could pick one or two out, but you also have some that are individually packaged, which is really great. Nice for gifts.
Yes, we have our main line is Saunders chocolate, which again is a local Michigan company, and we have that by the pinch or the pound. And so, and we also carry Godiva and Giano's chocolates, and all of those either come wrapped or unwrapped by the pinch or the pound. Wide selection.
Well, being the senior resources director for the city, I know that a lot of the seniors live alone. I mean, they may have big families and whatever, but when they're cooking, when they're buying things for themselves, they often don't want to buy the packages out of the grocery store because it's just too much. They just won't finish it. This way, like you said, a pinch or a pound is perfect for them. If you're instead of having to go out and buy a whole big thing of a container of a spice, you can get whatever you need for a recipe. If you're trying something or it has a spice that you don't have, you have a wonderful selection.
A great selection of all those types of products that you mentioned. Our spice selection is called Spice Paradise, and we try to carry at least 100 different kinds of spices. And all of them are freshly ground, and most of them are from right here in Michigan again. In terms of the dehydrated vegetables that we talked about for the recipes, or the oats, or the grains, or the rices, all of that, you can buy a little bit, as much as you want, or a whole lot.
You know, I when you have the dried fruit and everything over there, and it's really so wonderful because, eating every food has a medicinal property. So it's really nice to be able to come and get a bag and then put a piece of each different kind of dried fruit in there. And then, I mean, that's wonderful. You have caramels and chocolates, good and plenties. And I was talking a little bit about the milk chocolate and all of the retro ads you have. You actually have retro candy here too.
Yes, our motto is candy through the decades. So we have candy going back to to the 1920s all the way to present day. And as you saw here in the store, we have retro ads. So most of these ads, we still carry the candies that you can't find anywhere.
Yes. Oh, and they're wonderful too. Now, the one thing I noticed up there is you have peanut butter. So tell us a little bit about the peanut butter here.
Right. So I love peanut butter, but I hate getting it out of a jar from a grocery store. They put so much preservatives and additives in there. They can, so to keep that peanut butter sitting on the shelf for months and months at a time. Not our peanut butter. Our peanut butter you grind as much as you need, and it's just literally the peanut grounded. Nothing is added to it. So you're supposed to buy only what you will use over the next week to 10 days and come back for more. It's very delicious.
Well, and spices are the same way. Once they sit in your cupboard, they lose a lot of their flavor. They're not as good. So that's really wonderful. Now let's talk a little bit about the different flours you have. Some people can't have wheat. You have a really nice selection back there. So for people who can't have wheat products or anything, that's really nice that they have a place to go.
Absolutely. We have over 25 different kinds of flours, from your velvet cake flour to your all-purpose flour to some hard-to-find flours. We carry all of the whole line. And what's really nice is that because flour is very inexpensive per pound, you can, when you buy a little bit and do it for a recipe, you're not spending a lot.
Well, also, too, I mean, walking up and down the aisles, I mean, seeing everything, you're probably going to get thirsty. Let's talk about your smoothies.
We have some great smoothies. We have crushed fruit smoothies, no sugar added to any of those. The only sugar you get from those is from the actual crushed fruit. Not all sugar is created equal. It's not processed sugar, just crushed fruit smoothies. We have protein smoothies that come, and most of them come with fresh peanut butter that we grind right here in the store.
Well, I notice you also have some cute things for kids, like the Pez containers, and I know a lot of kids collect those, and I saw those up at the front. You also have a really nice assortment of jams up there. Tell us about those.
So the jam comes from the Amish country of Pennsylvania. They come from a company called Dutch Valley, and they are very, very delicious, and we have a wide variety of those, from the traffic jam to the frog jam, things you just don't find in a typical big box store.
Well, tell us a little bit about what your hours might be.
Sure, our hours are Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Sunday from 10 to 6. Now, Sunday is a very special day. That day, we give 10% off of our anything in our store to senior citizens, to fire, police, EMS, and teachers. And that is something we've been doing for years at our first location, and we brought that over here to Westland as well.
Well, that's wonderful to hear, and I've got to tell you, it's wonderful to see this. I'm sure that everybody's going to be showing up to check this store out. Give yourself a little bit of time because there's a lot to see here. So if somebody wants to find out a little bit more or get some information, or they forgot what hours, is there a place that they can find out your information, like a website, for example?
Absolutely. You can go to www.dearbornbulkfoods.com, and that has the information for both stores on there. And most of that information actually is for Westland on there, since we're the new store. And you can go to our Facebook, if you have Facebook, to Westland Bulk Foods and Smoothies. And there we do constant promotions, we're updating inventory, we show pictures of that inventory, and sometimes we put recipes in there for some new products that we bring in.
Well, that's wonderful, and I think this is a fabulous store. I'm really impressed. You will be seeing me often, so thank you for opening this store.
Thank you to the wonderful community of Westland for having us and for welcoming us with open arms.
Well, and just like the mayor said, when people have a business in Westland, it's important to all of us. So welcome to the city of Westland.
Thank you so much. I'm very happy to be here.
Well, Alex and Faye, on behalf of your grand opening today in the All-American City of Westland, we have a small certificate of recognition on behalf of the City of Westland in recognition of your grand opening today here in Westland, the All-American City. We wish you the best.
Thank you.
Okay, welcome to the City of Westland.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. It's
Thank
very
you.
much appreciated.